This is the home of one forest creature that has lived here in the Congo for 44 million years.
The plan is basically to pave over the area and get on with our lives.
When we turn a planet into an ecumenopolis, our regular districts get converted into special arcologies. But how does that work, and what are the rules behind it? In this video, we're going to dive in and find out. If you enjoy this video, please restore that like button. When you convert a planet into an ecumenopolis, when you finally take that decision, you will find that the industrial districts change to foundry and factory arcologies. Now, depending on the type of world that you have, that will influence how the districts change. If you have nothing selected or industrial selected, you will get a 50-50 split of foundry and factory arcologies, where every 2 industrial districts will turn into one or the other. That means, for instance, here with 8 industrial districts, I will end up with 2 foundry and 2 factory arcologies, which is what you can see here when we complete the project. On the other hand, if I specialize this world as a forge world or a factory world, that will convert all of the industrial districts to that specialty. So if I'm a factory world, like so, and I complete the ecumenopolis, that will mean that all of my industrial districts do become factory arcologies. And the same is true if you have it set to be a foundry world. So always bear that in mind, as you probably want to turn everything into foundry arcologies when you convert your world into an ecumenopolis. But what happens to our city districts when we either restore an ecumenopolis or create an ecumenopolis? Well, they get converted to residential arcologies at a ratio of 2:1, just like industrial districts get converted into foundry or factory arcologies at a ratio of 2:1. It's also important to note here that the number of arcology districts you get is always rounded up. So for instance, I started with 5 city districts and that converted into 3 residential arcologies. If I'd had an extra city district, so I've had 6 city districts, that would still have been 3 residential arcologies. If you restore a relic world, all of the food, energy or mineral districts will all be lost. They will not convert into arcologies. If you've taken the Ascension perk, this won't be an issue, as you can only convert worlds that have no food, energy or mineral districts on them, and you will never get any districts being converted into leisure arcologies. Those you will have to build for yourself. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to know more about ecumenopolis worlds, how to build them and what to use them for, click the video on screen now.